Hello, marketing interns, get on your feet. We have podcast number 30. We are rolling. We are feeling it. Let's get after it. Declan, how are we?
It's November 13th, and like you said, our 30th podcast. It's our 30th podcast special.
Sorry, we're having some complications. We're trying to do a visual.
In addition to a podcast, we also try and put everything on YouTube, and that's always an issue because the GoPro is now like Siri and Alexa and all your other stupid things that you can talk to. Well, now the GoPro's like that, so when we say, well, we can't actually say it, but the G Pro, when you say G Pro,
G-O Pro,
S-T-O-P, and we can't say that, so
because then it stops, and exactly.
So we're trying to mix our words so that GoPro doesn't actually listen. The idea originally was, hey, go back through all 30 podcasts, all X amount of guests, listen to them, and learn from each one. So when we do ideas, we do like an average job at doing the idea.
Mm-hmm.
So we're gonna go through like 3 of them. We've done enough work to where we've got the idea together.
So there's 30 podcasts of 29, and we're gonna go in depth on 3 of them because this is a short notice segment. This segment came to us yesterday.
Yeah.
Again, shout out my father, John and Sarah. Big time marketing intern. Always looking to improve our podcast any way he can believe to do so.
Yeah. Always has his hot takes. He loves the process. Big process guy.
Because the process will love you back.
Absolutely. We learned that last time. Okay, so again, getting after it. First one, Triple D, Ding Don Weinkauf, last episode, podcast 29. What did he have to say for us? Don't take yourself too seriously. People who take themselves too seriously, they're not humble. They don't.
Another interview, John Abraham. I felt like his message was just be more like him because he's just that cool. It was a pretty awesome interview. It was our most lengthy one.
Yeah.
And I think that the reason why is because he's just that cool.
Next one, Dr. B, Dr. William Brendel. I would say that was very, like you have a guy like John Abraham, you're going to have a guy like Dr. B, who's almost completely opposite, I would say. You got a guy whose stress levels are so low, so much lower than everyone else, they just don't record on the Richter scale. I assume the Richter scale is how you record stress levels. The reality of this is that we don't know if anyone actually gets to the end of our show. We've had sputters, John and Sarah, he gets to the end of the show. He's a finisher. But we don't know how many finishers there are, per se. So this is a good test to see, who's a finisher, and who's a marketing intern that is a finisher. So hopefully, whoever's been here, welcome to the Finishers Club.
Yes.
This is it's an honorary group. So let's get after it.
What did you learn? Personally, I can start this segment.
Okay, sure.
I learned about Carboni's Pizza this weekend.
That needs to be talked about.
Yes. I had no idea what Carboni's Pizza was. I was sitting downstairs watching college football on Saturday, and my dad said, hey, Declan and Patrick went to go pick up 6 pizzas from a pizza place that starts with C. Do you know what it's called? I'm like, a C? I have no idea.
CC's Pizza?
CC's Pizza. He went over to his girlfriend's house. He picked up 2 sausage, 2 pepperoni, 2 cheese, cut in squares.
If you're eating it by the square, like you did back in the day, because I guess that was a thing back then,
mm-hmm.
Carboni's hasn't run away from that. They're not by the slice, they're by the square. Or by the line.
By the line. Don't get me started on this. Because, so it's a 14-inch pizza, roughly. So that means to maximize the slice numberage, they cut their slices in bite size. They were all chicken nugget, basically one bite.
Chicken, one bite, everyone knows the rules.
One bite, everyone knows the rules. Pizza.
Yeah.
This was literally one bite, though. Sorry, Barstool, Dave Portnoy. We know you don't take one bite. This was one bite.
This was absolutely one bite.
And we just had an absolute blast with eating this pizza. We were taking pizza by the line, which means we see this pepperoni pizza and we just
it's cut in a square, so you got 2 parallel cuts going across a circle. That right there is a line.
Yes.
So I don't know how else to explain it.
It's perfect. It's perfect imagery.
Yeah, sure.
And you just take that line, and how fast would you inhale that line?
Probably a line a minute. And that's a great segue because you got to understand, the art of the cheese pizza as well. So you show up to a pizza party. Everyone's been to a pizza party. You got your standard pepperoni, you got your sausage, and then you usually got like some random one with mushrooms that no one eats, and then you got the cheese, and the cheese they put at the end, right? Because everyone's like, oh, I gotta get my pepperoni, or you got the pepperoni guys, you got the sausage guys, and you got the vegans or the vegetarians who are eating the supreme, and so, but then you got cheese at the end. Cheese is the pizza that everyone eats. So when everyone's digging through theirs, and you got yours, but you're like, I could go for another. Cheese.
Cheese is
always there.
And
cheese pizza is a great equivalent to the Backpocket. It's just there when you need it. They're always gonna have fresh pieces of pizza. They're not gonna. It's not going anywhere unless you want to get it. And then it's always just safe, and you can always count on it to taste, at least average. It's a cheese pizza.
It's a cheese pizza.
And you can't screw it up either.
No.
Similar to us, spread the movement, man. The marketing interns, the wildly average movement. Find it, buy it, love it. Love the process. See you later. Hope you guys enjoyed Podcast 30 Special with the boys from the Backpocket. We love you. Take care.
Take care.